across the country. Like, I travel the country doing this. So
that's pretty cool.
yeah, and you notice I'm not putting you on camera and calling and saying, look at her, I don't do that. What I'm trying to do here is to explain to you that you can't force me to violate my rights. But if you force me to,
well, I'm not going to force you to. If you fail to give me it, I just can't let you go up in the building.
then you have to call the police.
I can call up there and let you know that you're down here.
You're welcome.
Yes.
That's fine.
But I cannot let you go up to that elevator because that's company policy, and I don't want to just not go.
But see, company policy in a publicly funded building, that doesn't end my rights. My rights don't come to an end because, right? And you notice how nice I am to you. Like you seem like a nice person. You don't understand because no one told you. No one actually educated you and said to you, you can't make me give you my identification to come and file.
It's honestly wild how one person can be so confident while being so completely wrong at the same time, acting like they understand the law, yet failing to grasp the simplest reality. Being asked to show ID or sign in before entering restricted areas of state or federal buildings is not a violation of civil rights. It's basic security protocol. Now pay close attention to what comes next, especially the people who are hate-watching and blindly following this guy like he's some kind of truth teller. This is where his real character shows, not in his speeches, but in how he treats the people who actually support him. Watch how quickly respect disappears when it's no longer useful to him. That behavior alone tells you everything you need to know about who he really is and what he truly stands for.
I can call a reference for you without any issues.
Thanks.
I was looking forward to seeing Miss C today. She's such a sweetheart.
She left it free.
If you do me a favor and talk as little as you possibly can, it won't help us. It won't help us. But what I'm saying is if we talk to these cops, if you say 0 words, it'll be better for us because I'm gonna twist them and make their brains so that they. But if you say anything, then what happens is they start thinking about other things. And what I'm trying to do is put them in a corner so that we can sue them.
Absolutely. Steer them.
Right. Yep. Steer them into saying that I have to give ID to enter into a state-funded building. And then what I do is as soon as they say that out loud, boom. So
oh, how generous of him. He turns to the devoted follower trailing behind and sharply tells him to be quiet, as if silencing support is part of the plan. He then boasts about filing a federal lawsuit, casually claiming he will include that same supporter in it as well, like it's some kind of favor. The moment is almost comical, watching someone demand loyalty while showing 0 respect in return. Instead of gratitude, he offers dismissal and control, revealing how little he values the people backing him. It's a clear snapshot of ego over integrity, where promises are loud but consideration is nowhere to be found.
Not being rude, I just you can mess up what I do.
Okay.
There's
a method. You just don't want to interrupt it. Yeah.
Right. It's taken years and years and years for me to learn the things I've learned, not just about the law or just about policy or procedure or constitutional law or the federal civil rules of procedure, but to understand the psychology and the way that they manipulate us.
Exactly.
So that they can say that you were disorderly or can say, if they say a word to you, just say, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
Hold on, make up your mind. Do you want him to invoke his Fifth Amendment rights, or do you want him to speak up and clearly say he's there to record you? You can't demand silence and then complain when someone doesn't talk. Earlier, at least your message was straightforward when you ordered him to be quiet. Now it's just mixed signals and shifting demands, which only makes the situation more confusing. That kind of contradiction shows there's no real principle here, just control and impulse.
You're going to show me? Sure, and do you have a copy of the policy?
Of the
Yeah.
You want to get a screenshot?
Yeah. So this is not legal. You don't have to show your identification to go into a state-funded building. Now, they do have a right to check for security to make sure you're not carrying a weapon, but you don't have to show your identification to go into.
Oh, wow. Do you actually understand that you're standing inside a building funded by the state without ever being required to show your identification? You walked right in, no obstacles, no rights being violated, no dramatic moment like you keep claiming. Yet you're still acting as if some great injustice just took place. The reality completely contradicts the narrative you're trying to push, and it couldn't be more obvious if you just stopped talking long enough to notice it.
Yes, hi. I have a guy down here that needs to file a complaint with you guys. Can I have your name? Just my name.
You can call me good citizen,
He says I can call him good citizen.
or you can call me constitutional scholar, or you can call me.
You could label him a smooth-talking con artist, or maybe the master grifter of Ohio. Either name fits just fine. Within his own circle, he's treated like some kind of legend, praised far more than he deserves. But if you really want to get under his skin, forget all the titles and insults. Just call him Sweetie, and watch how quickly the tough act falls apart.
Is I list you, Gene Olson, in the federal civil rights lawsuit. You are listed as a against in the complaint. Well, it's not because you have to go to court.
No, I mean is I understand, but that's what I meant by
Right, but
understand
but you have to be. So you have to have a talk with them or your security company and say, hey, look, you can just go to Delete Laws on YouTube and look up the.
Filing 3 federal lawsuits isn't the hard part. That's the easy step anyone can brag about. The real challenge is actually winning those cases once they're in court. So the real question isn't how many you filed, but how many you've successfully won. Until there's a record of real victories, all that talk is just noise.
How you doing? Oh, no. I'm Delete Laws on YouTube. You know who I am? I'm sure you do.
Couldn't tell you.
So, what's your name, sir? What's your name, Benjamin?
Sergeant Bell.
Okay, Sergeant.
2389.
So-
So who's got the complaint they want to file?
I do.
Okay, so if you want to come with me,
He's going to come with me.
he's not going to come with me. If you want to file the complaint, you're the one filing the complaint. So, sir, if you want to come along with me.
Okay.
Yes. If you have a complaint later, then I can talk to you.
Okay.
But you need to turn that off while we
So what I
conduct
do,
the interview.
what I
understand
do
that.
specifically is I file federal civil rights
Okay,
lawsuits.
that's fine.
I'm a constitutional law scholar.
Okay,
So the
but-
thing is, though, is let me warn you here real quick so you understand something.
Okay.
I'm not Aaron Collins and I'm not an auditor.
I really have to point out the hypocrisy here, because when he calls himself a constitutional scholar, most people can agree that claim doesn't hold up at all. Yet at the same time, he turns around and insists he's not an auditor. That raises a simple and fair question. If you're not an auditor, then why is the very first word in your video title tagged as audit? You can't reject the label while using it for attention. It completely contradicts the image you're trying to sell.
In law, I've read every single thing, including federal rules of procedure.
That's fine.
So
But
the
still,
thing is,
you can't record during our interviews. If you would like to make a public records request, then you can make a public records request.
if you give it to me, you might not give it to me. Then you guys have to decide how you
No,
guys
you
get the
make a public records request for the audio of this interview. and
Are
can
you
obtain that.
saying out loud right now to me that you're going to try to stop me
Yes,
from
you can't
recording?
record during our interviews.
Because
I
why?
record them. We record them.
Right.
And that's the policy.
But I'm a
Okay?
member.
Yes, people absolutely have the right to record public officials while standing in public spaces, and anyone is free to label themselves a journalist if they want. But simply holding up a phone and acting disruptive doesn't magically place someone in the press corps. Journalism is about purpose, responsibility, and conduct, not attitude and confrontation. Being loud, disrespectful, and provocative with a camera doesn't turn harassment into reporting, no matter how often that claim gets repeated.
It's ended during
But you're being interviewed.
No,
as a
I'm not
complainant.
interviewing. I'm filing a complaint.
Right. You're being interviewed as a complainant.
You've been sued before under U.S. Code Section 42, and have you been sued under a 241 and
I'm
242?
explaining to you is
You can explain to me, but I'll list you in a lawsuit.
well, that's fine.
And then you have to answer that
You're
lawsuit.
entitled to file any lawsuit that you'd like to. Fill it up, sir.
I mean, I can only film myself if that's what you'd like. If you don't want to be on
You can't
camera,
film yourself. Okay.
I can't even film myself. Is that what you just said?
Yes. Once we get into the interview, you can't record. I will be doing an audio recording. And again, if you wish to obtain a copy of that audio recording, you can make a public records request.
85% of communications is nonverbal.
Okay.
So that means that you can do all kinds of things, and I have a tape to play for you. So
Okay.
I want you to hear the tape so you understand
Right.
that what's happened
It'll
here.
be audio recorded. Okay.
Right.
Once we get in there,
You don't,
you want to turn that off. and we can
you don't
proceed.
understand, though. What will happen next is
Okay.
I'll have to sue.
I'm sure those officers are absolutely trembling at the sound of those hollow threats being tossed their way. Empty words and dramatic posturing don't exactly strike fear into people who deal with real situations every day. If it's all noise with no substance, meant to sound intimidating, but landing completely flat. In the end, it's clear that the threats are far louder than they are effective.
You'll be listed in the lawsuit.
You want to have a seat right there, and then before we get started, we'll make sure that no, right here, sir. We'll make sure that you're not doing any kind of audio recording or video recording.
Why can't I audio or video record?
Because it's the policy of the place.
But that's not my rights. My rights don't
Sir,
stop with
I'm
your
not
policy.
arguing about
We are arguing about it. I'm redressing you now.
Okay, I'm letting you know.
I'm letting you know.
Okay, you can follow up.
You're going to get sued.
You can do that, and you can also...
You know who I am. You know what I do.
Sir, I have no idea who you are.
You're going to find out. You're going to find out. You can't violate my rights. You can't violate my rights. That's not how...
You don't get to decide for yourself what counts as your rights. Chili, that's not how the system works. Rights aren't personal suggestions you can pick and choose from whenever it suits you. They're defined by law, established through legal precedent, and protected through the courts. No amount of arguing or claiming independence changes the rules that everyone else has to follow.
Rights don't end when you go into a cop shop. Your rights don't end because the cops don't want you to have an audio or video of the recording. That's not true. What he's saying is fundamentally untrue. And now I have another cop here who I'd like to identify. What's your name, sir? Name and badge
My
number?
name is Sergeant Combs. I'm going to ask you to stand up for me, please,
For what?
because I'm going to ask you to leave the office.
You're going to ask me to leave? For what?
I'm going to tell you to leave the office. Stand
You're
up out
going
of your chair.
to tell me to
Yes, I
leave? I'm here to file a complaint.
am. This way.
Oh, are you forcing me to leave? I mean, I don't want to
I'm
get...
asking you to leave. If you don't leave, you will...
Right, then I'm criminally trespassed. But what's your reason, sir?
Sir.
What's your reason?
This way to the door,
We'll
please.
explain.
Can I get your name and badge number just one more time?
Sergeant Combs, ID 2158. This way to the door.
I'm going to sue you.
That officer is an absolute rock. He's not letting Chili get away with any nonsense, and honestly, you can't blame him. Dealing with constant drama and empty threats takes patience, and he's clearly not about to waste it on someone looking for attention. Standing firm in that moment shows both professionalism and common sense. It's refreshing to see someone hold their ground instead of letting chaos dictate the situation.
I'm going to take my
way to the
complaint
door.
on the police.
I'll address you down in the lobby.
Okay, just dress me down in the lobby.
I'll be right with you.
Okay.
Keep escorting them to the elevator.
You got a nice haircut, brother.
Sir, would you like to walk this way?
I'm complying.
Thank you.
I'm not a road runner here. I don't move that fast.
I'm just asking you to come this way.
So now I'm not allowed to file a complaint. Why did he just kick me out of the office?
We will explain everything once we get down there.
Okay, explain it to me.
Because okay, he'll explain it to you, but everything will get explained to you. Okay?
Okay.
So
What needs to be explained to me about my rights?
it will be explained to you. I don't know why I need to repeat myself every time.
But-
So just be patient with us.
Be patient with you.
Once we get downstairs, it'll be explained to you.
Have you
okay?
have you read the Mullen Commission? Do you know what Internal Affairs does? They do what this guy's doing. I mean, look what a tyrant this guy is. Look how he's acting tough with me. You're not tough, dude.
Let's go.
You take off that badge and gun, you're a wussy. You're a total wussy.
right, sir.
No, you are, dude. You're a total puss. You are. You're not acting tough because you got a badge on, but the truth is, without that badge and gun, you would be afraid of me. You would be terrified of me, and we both know that. We both know you're a fucking coward.
This
bro.
way.
You are a coward.
What's your name again?
You can call me Delete Laws. That's my YouTube page. You are a coward and you are an absolute wussy. You are a total wussy. You're pathetic, bro. Your parents should be embarrassed about you. No, you're disgusting. I'm walking, dude. What do you want me to sprint?
No.
I mean, look how tough this guy is. Take off the badge and gun. Let's see how tough you are, buddy. Let's see how tough you are. You're a star, brother. You're going to be a YouTube star. You don't know who I am. You're going to find.
I just got done watching your channel.
Yeah. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to sue you.
Congratulations.
You're going to be listed in the federal civil
Wouldn't
rights
be the
lawsuit.
first time I've been sued. Congratulations.
You don't care because why? Because you have qualified immunity.
Let me play that moment for you again, just in case it slipped by the first time. When Chili tried to intimidate the officer, asking, "Why aren't you afraid? I'm going to hit you with a federal civil rights lawsuit," the officer's response was simple and powerful. "Because I don't respect you." That one line cuts through all the posturing and shows exactly who holds the authority in that interaction. It's a perfect example of confidence and professionalisalism standing up to empty threats.
I don't respect you at all.
You're gonna have to
I hope
try
you
a
burn
lot
in
harder
hell.
than that.
I hope you burn in hell. You just go fuck yourself. I can say anything I
I'm
want.
just asking you.
Go fuck yourself and go fuck yourself and fuck you and fuck you and fuck you.
To get a certain response. So
No, I just want to let this guy know that he's an absolute bitch. I just want him to know. I just want you to know that. So am I going to get to file a complaint? Did you see what you guys did earlier when someone called to complain?
I'm going to let you know this is obviously your building, okay?
It's her building? Is her building? Wait, you're a tenant here, and this is a publicly funded building, isn't it?
Yep. And our office is our office.
So I'm here to file a complaint.
You can record all you want to record down here, okay? Record to your heart's
So
content.
I get to file a complaint then?
That's their problem.
Am I allowed to file a complaint?
I'm trying to answer your question.
Go ahead.
You want to let me answer your question?
Go ahead.
Answer your question.
I'm ready.
Okay. You can file a complaint.
I'm ready.
You cannot record in our office. That's it.
So I guess I'll file a complaint down here then? You can take my complaint?
No, we don't take complaints down here. We take complaints up in our
But
office.
I don't lose.
And that, my friends, is exactly how you deal with someone full of delusions and nonsense. You don't argue, you don't engage, and you certainly don't give them the satisfaction of your attention. You simply wish them well, turn your back, and walk away, showing zero respect for their antics. Handling them with calm detachment sends a far stronger message than any confrontation ever could.
That's it? That's it? It's over?
We have no further business with him, okay?
Well, I
He's not permitted up on our
I can
floor
stay
without
here
being-
all I want. I can't be kicked out for just being here.
I'm not kicking you out. You can stay down here as long as she lets you
Do
stay
you think
down
you're a
here.
good person? Do you think you're good? Do you think you're a good man? Do you respect yourself? When you wake up in the morning, do you look yourself in the face and say, I'm a good guy, or do you think you're an absolute tyrant? What do you think of my videos? Do you like them?
I'll tell you why, Chili. Because you're completely self-deluded, a narcissist, and you have a serious habit of twisting the truth. If we check Chili's Social Blade stats, his channel has only gained about 2,500 subscribers in the last 30 days. Meanwhile, my friend Law Talk with Mike has grown by over 12,000 subscribers in the same period. So Chili, you're not only far from being the fastest growing channel on YouTube, you're not even leading in our combined communities. And that, my friend, just proves how out of touch you really are. All right, everyone, that wraps up the video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. If not, leave a dislike. And don't forget to subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss any future content.